Hey everybody, it's me, Remy, the comic book poser, and it's time. There were a lot of people kind of excited at the idea of this notion of comic book this or that. I can tell you the folks who are in the Instagram chat of everybody that I'm organizing together is fairly excited to kind of hop in and give this a try. So today is going to be the lamest version of Selection Sunday that you've ever seen in your life. That, as you saw when I popped away from the video, that I've got everybody's channel logo put into everybody's favorite rigged wheel. And we will do that to do some seedings of who will debate whom momentarily. We'll see. I've invited some folks to hop on the panel if they want to. So we'll see if we get any of our judges or competitors themselves to hop in. But very quickly, I'll do some chat management and then talk to talk about what we're going to do before I roll some of our seeds. So Nick, 1/3 of Michigan's favorite comic flavored burrito, wants to know if they've won yet. Hello, Sam. Evan, I was going to click on you and then someone else typed. How goes it, Evan? Batman Popster's here. I'm still jealous of that sweet blue chromium Batman pop that I saw you open a couple of days ago on somebody's big pop show. Lost in Comics is here, and that jumped, and I clicked on somebody else. Now Cole is here, so we have 2/3 of the burrito. We've got Bruce and Stephanie Comics here. I really like the addition of Anne Stephanie to the logo, and I felt bad when I photoshopped their logo onto the thumbnail that I was using that I had to change some colors since I was using a black background. We now have all 3 parts of the burrito in the house. Flash by Night. If I film an episode outside, we'll make some slime in the good old-fashioned Nickelodeon sense of it all. We see Biggie Shack in here, and Biggie Shack wants a wrench, and you know what? Add moderator. I'll just go through and make everybody a wrench. That way you can put each other in timeout. And it'll only be me mumbling at the chat. All right, I will add some more wrenches in a minute since everybody is blinking through there. But I'm glad that Biggie Shack is here. I'm hoping Biggie Shack is feeling much better. I'm liking to see all the AOKs that he's getting, and I sent him a message that somebody went through me to AOK him some stuff, and it's going in the mail tomorrow because my day got away from me because as Biggie Shack noted on my video yesterday, little posers be running wild. Biggie Shack is already flexing. He's putting that title up. He's grabbing the mic to wrap the cord around his hand. And then Nick comes back with the lamest, like the triple burrito doesn't sound like a wrestling move. That sounds like some bad sex things. Yeah, Lost in Comics says there are a lot of misfits in here. Yep, I enjoy that. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Rob Boswell has popped in, one of our judges. They are going crazy, Chris. It's all over the place. And Nick was mad about no wrench and then justified not getting a wrench. So there we go. So I'm going to take a quick drink and then we'll pull up the rigged wheel and I'll tell you how I'm kind of going to piece all of this together. Oh, shots fired by Lost in Comics. Hopefully you do better than the trivia contest, Biggie. Uh-oh. All right. So, as you can see, I have the world's favorite rigged wheel pulled up here in the chat, and we've got 16 competitors on here. So what I will do with the rigged wheel is I'll shuffle it a couple, 3 times. Yes, Burke, I'm drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade because it was closer to reach than the hams. But I got some Yingling too. So I'll roll for the first couple of seeds, and then we'll see if we start getting some interesting matchups. So I'm going to click over to the rigged wheel. Right now we can see that Burke Family 54 Comics is at the top of the list. So I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. A 1. Disco. 2. Burke's there at the top again. It's rigged. Number 3, Meta is at the top. So let's give her a spin and see who our number 1 seed is in the first season of Comic Book This or That. And it looks like it's my man Mo from Dudes Talking Comics. So I'm going to type him in my spreadsheet over here. There we go. 1 down, 15 more to go. Let's see who is at the opposite end of the bracket, coming in at the 2nd seed. Meta is coming in at the anchor of the second half of the bracket. Coming in at number 3 is I like how he's just ripping on everybody. TK is the 3rd seed. Oh, that puts TK and Mo on opposite ends of the bracket. I kind of wanted to see them have to debate each other in the first one and go for who's the superior member of the pop culture show or who doesn't have internet that dies. I was watching their stream yesterday, and I still think TK's in witness protection because he was just talking behind his motioned avatar like Meta does. All right, number 4. Looks like we got Edwin the Comic Jabroni, who he's out hunting today. If you've checked out his Instagram story, liquor stores, comic shops, all kinds of places that he's hitting up. All right. Number 5. If it wants to go. Coming in at our 5th seed, the man of a million voices, who I have to pay for my Solid High the Comic Guy mystery box, Adrian APM. All right. 2 more, and then we'll start seeing some debates play their way out. And then I will do some more chat management once we have our first 8. Number 6. We got our man Chaos and Comics, who is mad that I'm going on right now because he lives on the West Coast and has a job. He was also mad that I was putting things in Central Time in our group chat because I don't understand how time zones work, and if I don't list Central in there, then he says the slab ain't the grail in the mystery box. Okay. One of the rules everybody has to drink 4. Yeah, I think we should set a couple drink minimum before we get going. Or the other way, I know Biggie is trying to cut back on his smoking. So, to get Biggie to go full Biggie, he has to go so many hours without having a cigarette. All right. Coming in at our 7th seed is Matt, the boy who had 7. Sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. I'm too simple. That has to be some kind of weird fate that the boy who had 7 is our 7th seed. All right. Our 8th seed, and completing one half of the bracket, is the man himself who's roughing up the chat right now, the immortal Biggie Shack. All right. Coming in at number 9, and the person who will be debating the immortal Biggie Shack in round the first. Oh, it's Bruce and Stephanie. The number 10 and the individual who will be debating Matt, the boy who had 7, is Biggie's a big old teddy bear. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody's scared. All right, we got the comic burrito up against the boy who had 7. Our 11th seed, the person who will be debating chaos and comics. We can all cross our fingers and hope it's the bearded comic bro that we get it early. No, not going to be bearded. All right. Two Brothers Comics, and I think it's just Dustin who said he was going to participate, but maybe we'll get some Nick too. All right. Our 12th seed, who will be debating Adrian APM, is the boys from Lost in Comics. That should be, since Lost in Comics do some characters on their show now, and we know that Adrian does a bunch of voices. This should be done entirely in characters. I think that would be very entertaining to watch. All right. Our 13th seed, and the person who will take on the comic jabroni, is the bearded comic bro. And you can see today that I am repping my "Ooh wee, let's go" shirt that just came in the mail and has that new shirt in the bag smell. All right, our 14th seed taking on TK's Batcave in the first round. All right. I should just call him the superhero review again, since I did that in his video, and he's going to karate chop me in the head when he sees me. So we got TK's Batcave and the Superpower Review. All right, 2 left. So our 15th seed, who will be taking on Meta. We've got Discovery Bay Comics. And I think it was Biggie in the chat that said Burke was going to get 16th seed. I mean, we can we can spin the wheel just for Burke. Yes, Rob, I'm aware it's Superpower Review. Thank you. All right. So there we go. Our bracket is set. All right, I'm going to change the tab that I'm sharing so you can look at it, and I'll kind of talk everybody through what's going on, and then I see we've got somebody waiting in the backstage to maybe start talking some shit, because that's what I need in my life right now. Okay. So there's our bracket. I hope it doesn't show up that tiny on your screen. Let me click over to the actual YouTube stream. Oh yeah, that's too stupid to read. Sorry. I'll have it in a better shareable format. So what's going to happen with this is we are going to go every Thursday at 8 o'clock. And I know that I'm going to play with some of the scheduling because there are a couple of people who have said, I can't go this week, but I can go this week. The goal is for the first week to do, or for each of the first 4 episodes, is to do 2 debates apiece, and that won't run us into any time. So to repeat the matchups, we've got Dudes Talking Comics taking on Burke Family 54. We've got the Immortal Biggie Shack taking on Bruce and Stephanie. We've got Comic Jabroni taking on the Bearded Comic Bro. Adrian APM versus Lost in Comics. Metaphorical against Discovery Bay. The Boy Who Had 7 against the Comic Burrito. TK's Batcave against Superpower Review. And Chaos and Comics against Two Brothers. So I'm going to click that off, and I'm going to invite one of our contestants who is in the back into the stream, and then we'll talk about Big E's demand for Battle Royale, since everybody's in there at first. But I guess to bring this person in, I'll just say, ooh-wee, let's go.
Ooh-wee, indeed. Can you hear me all right? I'm rocking my iPad for right now.
I can. What's going on?
Not much. Man, I do not like seeing that 13 by my name. That's something I do not see very often. So
it was how the gods felt. They gave you a low seed to force you into that underdog feeling to
listen. That's where I
defend
thrive
that belt.
Right?
Yeah.
No one knew, and so last time. No worries. So I'm liking this. You got a good bracket for sure.
Yeah, I think I was excited when everybody said yes so fast, and I was like, oh boy, I hope I don't F this up.
I mean, apparently not, because Biggie's hoping you don't mess it up either.
Yeah, Biggie wants me to be impartial, so this will allow me to talk about one of the elements that I cut out of the video because I did it late and pulled a poser at Meta's auction and fell asleep during talking about part of it.
Which was fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, I got a new chair because of that. So I have secured several people who are willing to show up on, on certain shows, or all of them if they can make it, nice. To serve as judges for the show. So we've got Rod the Rican, who is going to come in and be a judge. We've got Rob Boswell. We've got Rob Wurst. We need a court reporter in here that he'll be making sure y'all come correct. We've got who else said yes? Justin Birch, while he was on, I think, Burke's stream last night, was like, I want to judge. So Justin Birch, the man who is lettering like every goddamn comic that I read right now, is willing to hop in. And then the fifth person who's willing to hop in is the person who's done some of my channel art, Isaac over at Pixar Nerd Studios. That he was excited to give this a shot. I told him that I was afraid of having a 16-year-old come on and be told to fuck off by Biggie Shaq, but he could do that as a judge, and he'll earn his stripes. Who's Birch? Justin Birch, Biggie Shaq. If you read some new books that weren't bangers, and read some new like baby bangers, then you could do that.
He also is the best part of Saturday Night Babylon with
channel. Yeah. So in terms of everybody who said be fair when picking topics, I actually got a really good suggestion from Weapon X. Instead of letting you all necessarily pick somewhere where you can 100% camp in your spot, what I am going to do with topic selection is everybody in the group had the list of topics shared with them, and there are like 30 of them. And the original plan was to have someone pick their topic and then the other one get to pick their side. So in terms of making this maybe a little bit more manageable and maybe pushing people into equal zones of discomfort, I'm going to take my entire list of topics and I'm going to put it in a randomizer and let it create natural broken groups of 3. And then once I have those groups of 3, I'll randomly assign that to a set of debates.
Okay.
The way that we will do topic selection is the higher seed will get to pick one of the 3 topics to pass on. Right, so just like you get a pass in Comagories, you can eliminate one of the 2 topics. The lower seed can eliminate the second topic, and then the higher seed will get to pick which half of the this or that they would like to defend.
Okay.
So Weapon X wanted to see things a little bit more extemporaneously done, and I think there is a good chance that we might do that come the final round. That I won't announce which topics are there, but we will have an exhibition match for third place between the 2 semifinal losers, and we'll do that. Biggie Shaq says, if I see Little Bird, I'm quitting. So I think all of you know that I can hang a little bit in conversations on Marvel and DC stuff, but I have just full drank the indie Kool-Aid. And to try and I want the format to work and I want the topics to work. I want this to kind of get off on its feet. And then as people see it and we get more good suggestions and hopefully this becomes a recurring thing, then we can span it out and then Biggie Shaq won't quit. Rob says he's familiar with the vagina inside and out. Rob, I think you put that only because you know that I'm like the only person who does not filter myself when I put things up from the chat. So
I will say this about Rob, though. He's the best moderator I've ever seen. He has blocked Burke at least twice this year. Like, where I had to step on the show, here for a second, so I couldn't do my moderating duties. He's stepping in and just making sure that Burke just isn't being heard, which is a beautiful thing. So Rob, we appreciate your time and effort as being a great moderator.
Nice. So what do you think about your matchup there in the first round?
Ooh, got to come at you, brony. Ooh, yeah. Man, I like it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk trash. And I think it's easier to talk trash with your friends. So, like that you don't feel bad, like, oh, they're going to get upset if I rip on them, and it's all good. So, oh, there he is. He heard him.
Yeah.
He heard in the background. He heard that he was facing a heavyweight in the first round.
And if any of the other competitors want to hop in, I put the code in our Instagram chat. So, Comic Burrito, that means you have to teach Nick how to use Instagram because I think he's the one in charge of it. But that's kind of why I went with, there were a bunch of people who were like, man, I want to do this. And I think knowing the fact that there will be some fun shit talking going on, that we needed some people who knew each other or people who knew of each other well enough.
Right.
Because you're not telling someone to, fall down and die, and they take it personally. That I think, there are some people that I've not seen clash together in here, but definitely everyone is aware of who each other is and know that we all talk shit from, a place of fun and good spirits. So I think that will make it fun. So I know the answer if I asked you, based on the first round matchups, who you think's gonna win this all. Your answer is gonna be you.
Let me look at. I'm pulling it up on my phone here. I'm trying to see the list here again.
And I'll see if I can pull up the bracket again and make it a little bit easier to read on the stream.
I'm looking at the way these fall. I'll tell you this. The bottom bracket. I think the bottom bracket's a wild card. I'm gonna say that the bottom bracket's a wild card. You've got some heavy, competition in there.
There you go. That looks a little bit more readable in the stream now.
I mean, if I'm being honest with y'all, whoever walks out the champ between the first round matchup between me and Jabroni is going to the finals. That's a given. I'm sorry, Bruce and Stephanie, and I'm sorry, Lost in Comics, but that's just a given. Jabroni or myself, I think that's that's where I'm calling. Let's see, bottom bracket.
So here we are at the bottom 3 of 4 matchups.
Poor Dustin, because Chaos can talk trash for the best of them, and I feel like he can talk and not even believe in what he's talking about, and he'll do well. I don't know too well. I haven't been able to watch too much of Superpower yet, so that's a wild card. Comic Burritos knows their stuff too, so who knows? Man, it's just going to be fun. So,
and I think I had 2 of because we have 3 channels that have more than one person as part of the unit, and I know that Bruce and Stephanie let you switch hit between rounds if you had a multi-headed Hydra. I think the rule on these multi individual channels will be you can all participate in a debate if you want to, but only one of you can speak in any of the designated speaking slots. So, like, there are 3 speeches that would be given in a debate. So if Comic Burrito said somebody gives the opening, somebody gives the second speech, and somebody gives the closing argument, you could do that.
Wow. All right.
So I think that's the easiest way to kind of clear that up is, if you want somebody to debate with, then get a team up on your channel. Hey, Justin Birch, the man who letters literally every comic I'm reading right now, is in the room.
Oh, and he's probably one of my favorite judges ever. So,
Jabroni, if you're in between hunts right now, you can hop on this stream this very second and talk about how much you hate comic game shows. Or you can turn your episode versus Bearded into a buy or pass. Like, you could do that.
Which comic game shows do we buy or pass on? But buy or pass is old school now. Cop it or drop it's the new hotness.
It is the new hotness that I have to watch that every week and go, which goddamn turtle books do I have to pick up? Oh, anything that says turtles.
Ooh, but man, no, yeah, you got some good crew.
Hey, J Hood. So I created, been kicking around the idea for a debate game show for a while now, and I found a bunch of people to say yes. So if you look at the video that I dropped Wednesday, it will kind of give you some of the ins and outs of the format of the tournament, but we just got done seeding all 16 of our entries randomly into a bracket, and they're going to get a list of topics that they will get to remove options from to ultimately figure out what they want to debate. And I could only show a couple of topics the way that I couldn't get it to work in After Effects. So we've got things like who'd win in a race, Quicksilver or the Flash, who's better historically, DC or Marvel, who'd win in a throwdown, the Justice League or the Justice League Dark, the oddest Marvel character, Squirrel Girl or Lockjaw. So I've got all kinds of little nuggets like that spread throughout. Some of them are definitely biased in my direction. Like if I have to show up and judge around and you pick the topic, who's the better Atlantean, Namor the Submariner or Aquaman, and you pick the Aquaman, you'll lose. Yes, you did, JB. You said yes and sent me a logo. You're hooked now, my friend. Bruce and Stephanie is probably asking the question that everybody else is. What I'll do when we get done with the stream, I'll put all of the topics into a randomizer, and then I'll share a doc with a new doc with everybody in the Instagram chat, so you can see what the topics are for the three of you, and then that's where we'll also see if we can do our best to schedule everybody who's available on one given night for an episode. Because like I said, I think we can easily make this run an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. My goal is to not step on the toes of Comic Man Andy and Andy Given Thursday by more than like 10 minutes. But yeah, so I think we've got something interesting going on. I know a lot of people are excited to be able to try and, do something new that I'm too lazy to come up with a bunch of trivia questions. I don't have the clout to try and offer D-team Comigories or the kindergarten version of Lamer Frame. So I figured this would be something new to put out there. And now I hope we execute. Thanks for stopping by, Dana. But yeah, Justin, I'll try and put together some kind of schedule in there to make sure that we've got everybody involved on the nights that they want to be there. And if you got something else going on, I'm not going to cry. The other thing that I'll unveil to the folks who are either in the chat now or, oh shit. What's up, Chris Hornet? So some of y'all, if you have not seen my video where I review a lovely little manga project called Gray, this is the man who has created it. The pre-orders for Chapter 2 start next Friday, and I am about to drop my review of that on the blog and probably talk about it on my Monday video as well this week. But y'all should check it out. Go to thegrayroom.org. I didn't see Chris pop in, or I would have shouted him out sooner. But yeah, I'll put together a schedule, and then I've got 2 ways to get the chat involved in these shows. So much like we enjoy, March Madness bracketology, even if we are bad at college basketball, we fill it out for the thrill. I am going to take this bracket and upload it to challenge.org, where you can, before round 1 begins, set your bracket, and the person with the highest points in the bracketology will also win a prize. And I am hoping to unveil those, both the winner of the non-competitor prize and what you're competing for, by the second episode. I'm waiting on things to come in the mail.
Okay. Oh, so
it's not going to be as good as a belt. Bruce and Stephanie got my ass on that one. Maybe it'll be a little bit nicer than Rod's belt, because I don't have the arts and crafts skills of the cardboard, the tinfoil, and everything else. Yeah, that little thing. I think, are you going to wear that now in every one of your debates to rep out and remind people you are the champ?
No, not at all. I only really bring it out when it gets mentioned. I don't want to because eventually, like they said, right? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. I don't want to like post it up too much, and then like people start to get annoyed with me, and then I start to fall into that chaos category. So I really try to only bring it up when people mention it. You got to try and find that balance.
JB says he won't win. Who's JB up against?
He is up
against Meta.
Yeah, Meta.
I don't know, JB. You're both pretty smart, but you might be a little bit more persuasive than Meta is. It depends on how much the oh shit. Rob, are you serious?
Ooh.
So, Rob, is that for the winner of the tournament or the person who wins the bracket pool?
Hey,
I'll let him clarify, but I'm working on something that
my kids are home from the grandparents. So, see you
nice.
guys.
Yep. Thanks for stopping in, Greg. And I'm working on your Batman stuff tonight, so I can send you your own Gemini mailer back.
Awesome. Thanks, bro.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
All right. Burke demands a wrench before he gets put in timeout again. Let's see if I can get there faster than Burke can knock him out. I don't know. Can you put other moderators in timeout? Yeah, JB, but this isn't a game show, right? Like, it's not how good are you at trivia or can you find dope covers? Because I know that if I ever have to do something like Comigories, I'm going to pull from one of the same 5 modern comics because that's all I've got. So as long as you can persuade the good people, JB, anybody's got a shot. So unless anybody else wants to hop in, I'm super excited to get this going. I'm super excited to see everybody who's kind of involved get ready to go to town. Oh, yep. So Burke now can't be put in timeout by Rob. Damn. Burke, maybe we'll see if I can take Rob's wrench away and you can put him in timeout for a while. But since I told my wife this was going to take about an hour, if you all are interested, then I'll end this stream. Give me 10 minutes to put stuff in a randomizer, and I can either go live if people want to hop back in for round 2 of this, or I can just drop it in the Instagram chat to align people with topics. Like, I'm okay either way, but I'm excited to give this a shot. I really hope Burke has to defend that Barry Allen is the best Flash, right? That's the one that everybody wants to see. But I'm excited to give this a go. So I'll awkwardly sit here for a second and see if anybody wants to hop in, or I'll kind of give you 12 seconds of thinking time by dropping this. I am so bad at After Effects that as I was doing that and watching a tutorial at the same time, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to do all of that stuff. So there you go. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, we will do this on Thursdays starting at 9/8 Central. Hopefully by Monday, I'll be able to put together thumbnails and a schedule that goes public so you can see in every instance who's debating who. I'll drop little promo things throughout. And here's the other thing that I challenge all of the members of the tournament to do. So I was invited to be on Shortbox Padawan's game show next Saturday night, and I have dedicated some time to cutting some promos, talking some smack on my opponent. So I would highly encourage some of you all to do the same. Cut some promos, get some hype generated, and hopefully we get some asses in the seats to enjoy this thing. So if nobody else wants to hop on, then I'll end this, get to work assigning clusters of topics to brackets, and maybe I'll go live again real quick to kind of show how things hammer out. But if I don't do that, it'll at least pop in the Instagram chat, and I'll record a small video. So you, the people, the fans who are here to watch this play its way out, then you can see what you can start getting excited for. So if nobody else wants to hop in, I think I've said I'm excited more than I've said or fuck during this. So that's a step of personal growth for me. Biggie, it's in the Instagram chat, but it's buried by Chaos being mad about us being in the eastern half of the country. So if there's anybody else who wants to hop in, shit, I know everybody who's in the chat. I'll just drop it in here, and then if somebody shows up and drops a wiener in there, I'll send Biggie to drop some kind of like a DDT on your ass, whatever Biggie's signature move is. While I see if Biggie is hopping in or anybody else is hopping in, I'm going to pop open a random.org really fast. It's checking my browser. My fear is, as I put things in here, is if it puts any of my topics that are on multiple lines, if it'll break them up, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, nope, it didn't do that. All right. The man who's been chopping up the chat, I'm excited to finally have him on my channel, and hopefully he looks like he's getting around well. Julius, what's going on, my guy?
What's up, man?
Are you excited?
I hope you poser fake trivia debating scumbags are ready for a real professional level fucking comics coxman to come in and lay his dick out and fuck all you pussies up. You guys fucked up letting me in this shit, because now you're going to have to play against a professional ass kicking motherfucker.
I'm impressed that 40 minutes into the stream, nobody's made the master debater joke yet.
Yeah.
But what do you think about your matchup there, Biggie?
Oh, Bruce and Stephanie? Yeah, man. I think they're going to try to con you into making it easier for them because they're afraid of a fair match against your boy, you know.
We'll see. I mean, I do have some mail to open from them because I did just win the singles to Resonant on their show last week.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, it's not up to me. That I think I got enough people, except for Boswell, who are fair and impartial, to be able to hop in and do some of these things that if we have an odd number or an even number of judges on a given night, then I think I'll have the chat show up and be, as a whole, the fifth member. But I'm still trying to find some ways to get people involved.
Yeah, I appreciate you putting this together. You know, it sounds cool. I like debating. When are we going to see the topics?
So I just put the list of topics into a randomizer, and I'm gonna chop them up into groups of 3. So y'all who are participating are gonna have more info from me in like 15 minutes. But if you go back up to the early phases of the group chat, you'll see a Google Doc linked for me that's got all of them in there, and then the format of the debate. But I figure I'll share that out in an easier way too, and do it right at the bottom. That way people can save some links if they want to.
So quickly we'll be seeing these topics.
Yeah, that you'll get the 3 that are potentially for use in your round within the next 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah. You know, as long as I get a little heads up on what day or time I come on, I should be able to show up. I'll make sure I get there.
Yep, I figure we'll get the topics out, and then I'm going to work on a document for schedule for everybody. That way we can play around.
If I was you, I would take briberies, but I wouldn't actually help anybody.
There you go. You can bribe me, and I'll change your topics, Burke. That who's the best Flash, Barry Allen or Barry Allen, and Burke can pick first.
There's like 10 people in this contest that only know 2 fucking things, dude. It's going to be pathetic.
Yeah. But yeah. I think as we go through this, we'll see if we can get some more, like some bigger topics to be able to play with in the future. Because I think there's an idea here that I just don't know everything I need to yet to have good breadth topics, but at least it'll be good for short little throwdowns.
Yeah. I don't know that you need to know everything. It's just, you know how to debate. So, yeah, right. You'll know who the better debater is, basically.
Mo asked who he was debating. Mo, you are the top seed, and you are taking on Burke Family 54.
Anyways, Poser, I got Lil Shaq running around. I just wanted to hop in and say, hey, bro, and I appreciate you. But I better get back to watching him because he's going to fuck up the house.
Yeah, I'm about to take on my little posers upstairs, so I'll thank you for dropping by, and then I'll sign off to the rest of the chat in a second. But I'm glad to see you're up and doing well, brother.
Thank you, man.
I'm glad you're getting all these bangers in the mail, and I'm excited to watch you. I need you to cut a promo specifically on Bruce and Stephanie.
Okay. Maybe I'll cut one on Bruce, but I don't know about Stephanie.
Yeah, she'll fucking stab you.
She'll stab. Well,
yeah,
that's fine. I usually don't attack chicks, you know. Melody gets a little jealous. I gotta keep that on the down low.
Melody can come in the promo, and she can cut her half on Stephanie.
Yeah, Melody isn't as fucking laid back as Stephanie. I know people don't think she's laid back, Stephanie, but y'all don't know Melody.
Fair. Well, all right, go deal with Lil Biggie running around.
Yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and pussy, man. I'm gonna bust all you fuckers up. Don't you ever doubt it, brother. I'm coming for Bruce, and I'm coming for Jabroni and Burke. Burke, you shouldn't even signed up, dude, because all you know is dumbass Power Ranger shit, and that ain't gonna get you nowhere, man.
Popster's excited to see it. All right, I think on that note, unless anybody else wants to hop in, I'll give like another 30 seconds because of the lag. If not, I've got my topics randomized. I'll put them in chunks, and I'll send out something organized to everybody. And to the people who are watching, I'll try and, in addition to one of my normal Monday or Tuesday videos, have a preview of what to expect on Thursday night show. But I'm excited. I appreciate everybody who stopped in, even for a little bit, to see what we got going on over here. Like I said, I am very excited, and I hope this goes off well. And at least all y'all in the chat are going off. So I think the chats will be good and rowdy as well. So I don't see anybody else. So as always, thanks for stopping by, and have a good one.